Today I have swatches of the Anonymous Lacquer Rainbow Brights collection. In this there are 5 shimmery, shifty, sort of flashy colors, and there is a holographic top coat. I will go through all the names of the polishes as I swatch them, and I will also have all the information, the release date, which is May 15th, and the collection name and the color names in the description box. So let's get started. The first polish is called Lilac You, and it is a blue-toned purple with a pink flash. Here's the first coat of Lilac You. It covers pretty well on the first coat, and you do get quite a bit of shimmer in just the first coat. So that first coat did dry pretty quickly into a semi-matte finish. Here is a second coat, and that makes this one completely opaque, and you do get a little bit more of that sort of pink, sparkly, shimmery sort of shift to it on a second coat. The holographic top coat called Magik. Here is the holographic top coat Magik over Lilac You. The top coat it's very thin. It's not so thin that it's hard to work with, but you still get a ton of sparkle in just one thin coat with this. Next is Showers to Flowers. This one is more of a pink toned purple, and it has that same pink flash. It looks a lot more pink than purple on the nail, but it looks closer to purple in the bottle. It covers pretty well on that first coat. It's a little bit streaky like the other one was, but I'm sure the second coat is going to cover that all up. So far, both of these have dried pretty quickly and dried to a matte finish. So here is the second coat of this one, which covers completely. And this one also ends up with quite a bit of that shifty sort of sparkle to it, just like the other one did. Here is one coat of Magik over Showers to Flowers. This doesn't seem to gray the polish color too much, and it does add a lot of that holographic sparkle to every color that it's put over. I mean, of course, if it's a holographic top coat, it is going to change the color of that base polish a little bit, but I think there's minimal changing of the base color with this one. The pink is Pink-nic in the Park, and this one is a sort of neon pastel-ish pretty pink with a blue flash to it. So far, the formulas of these have been really good. They're not too thick, not too thin. They're a good consistency. This one seems like it might be just a little bit more streaky on that first coat than the two purples were, but I'll have to wait for that to dry and come back for a second coat to see. A second coat of Pink-nic in the Park makes this one completely opaque. And again, you do get a lot of that blue, shifty, kind of flashy sparkle in this one. And here's the holographic top coat over the pink. I think since the pink is such a light color, the holographic top coat does probably change it the most. But you can still tell that it is a pink polish, and you get all of that beautiful rainbow sparkle with it. The blue is Under the Blue Hour, and this one has, I think it's a pink flash, kind of shimmery shift to it, but it looks more purple since it's pink and a blue base. So this one seems like it is just a little bit thinner than the others have been so far. It's a little bit runnier, but it still has that same amount of sparkle and opacity like the others have. 2 coats makes this one opaque, just like all of the others. It is a little bit of a trickier formula. It kind of wants to pull down to the sides of my nails, but it's not that hard to work with. And it's still a really beautiful blue. And the shimmer in it on the nail, it does look more like a kind of bluish purple shimmer, but in the bottle it looks very purpley pink. And of course, the holographic top coat. I think since this color is the closest to a gray as any of them are, the top coat changes the base color of this one the least. Next is Vernal Time, and this one is green with a pretty blue flash to it. This one is a little bit thinner than the others. It's a lot like the blue and sort of wanting to try and pull down at the sides of my nails. But again, it's really not that difficult to work with, and it will need a second coat, so I'll let that dry and come back. Just like the others, this one does dry matte, and the second coat of polish makes it opaque. So there is that one at 2 coats. And one more time, the holographic top coat over green. I think this is one of my favorite colored polish and holographic top coat combinations. The sort of neon-ish pastel minty base color is really pretty, and so it looks even better with the rainbow sparkle on top, of course. So overall, these all had great formulas, all 5 of the colors and the holographic top coat. My favorite, it's hard to say. Normally I am drawn to blues, but I really love the color of the green. It is almost one of those neon pastel sort of colors, and the same with the pink. It's a just bright, neon-ish pastel, gorgeous pink. So I really like those two the most, the green and the pink. I love all 5 of them, and I love the holographic top coat. I love being able to put that over any color I want and immediately turning it into a holographic polish without really taking away from that base color and changing it too much. So that is it for my review of these. I will have pictures of all the colors by themselves and with the holographic top coat up on my blog, NailsLikeLace.com, and I'll have a link to that also in the description box.